Good evening. I'm going to do a quick demonstration of connecting the cable clamp to the A7rIII. I've had a few people respond, not many, but kind of wondered how this thing hooked in. And there are going to be some new people getting these cameras that are just going to kind of look at it and just go, "How the hell does this thing hook up?" So I figured it out the other day. Best thing to do, of course, to read your manual, but just a quick demonstration. This little device connects to the side over here where the two doors are. There's 3 doors on the side of the camera, and open up the doors that are on top of one on top of each other, and you'll have access to attaching this little device. So if you're going to do tethering, you'll want to know how to do this, and you'll want to know how to do it kind of quick, kind of easy. So first things first is the main issue is position of the doors when you attach your cable clamp. The bottom door, just unhook it and fold it down. Now it doesn't stay down because the little rubber nub, and also on the side door it's going to be down, kind of back, and then we're going to tilt it up on its edge. The device on one side has a small notch, and that's going to take the small nub on the bottom door, and on the side of this thing it has a large opening, and it's going to take the entire door but set sideways, and that door is going to kind of stick out. It's kind of an odd setup, but it does work, and it's not difficult to do. It's best if you have 2 hands to do it. And a quick demonstration here, there's also a little foot that fits into a little hole down by the bottom door. So flip the door back, but don't pull too hard on it. Put the little foot into that spot, and that little nub will just fall right into place. So this bottom door is just going to kind of sit flat against this piece. And then you take the side door right here, tilt it up sideways, and just let it sit in that slot. Just like that. It's quick and easy. Everything should be all lined up, and you just turn your screw, and there you have it. So your doors are open. Cable clamp is locked in place for tethering, for in-studio tethering. And then you would take your tethering cable, or if you had this thing hooked up to a rig and had an external monitor, you're going to record onto the external monitor. You're going to do the HDMI cable, and it'd be the same thing, but the HDMI cable, I believe, is the top one, and this one's the bottom one. So this one here, we'll just slide it into the bottom slot, into the little door, and clip it into place. And now it could easily be taken apart or popped out if you bumped into it. So you unscrew, take your cable. You can go up if you'd like, which would probably be a better way to go. Set your cable up, run your cable in. And you actually have enough room for a couple cables through this thing if you had everything connected up to it. Like an external battery charger, any cable that goes in. You have 3 cables that could be easily connected to this thing. And then you just want to snug it in. You don't need to go too tight because you don't want to ruin your cable, but tight enough so it's gonna not slip. And so there you have your cable right here, and that's all there is to it. This thing's securely held in place, and now you can put your camera onto your tripod and start shooting. Now I know that tether cable has a little device that you can get to keep it from pulling out of the camera, but that's what this is for. So you get it when you buy the camera, so you don't need to go run out and buy one. The tether cable is also from FilmicPro. You don't have to have it. This is just a good high quality cable. Any other good quality cable would work and get the same job done. But I chose to go with this because I fell for the gear. And to undo it, unscrew it all the way, pull the cable out. And when you screw this big piece on that holds the cable, you're going to want to make sure you don't strip it because you could easily cross thread it. It's just kind of cheap plastic. Undo your screw and then just pull it off. Close your doors and you're good to go. So this is labeled here. So the top one is HDMI. This is the Ethernet, or not Ethernet, excuse me. USB, and then the multi-port. So your tether cable goes into the multi-port, and the other one's the USB-C or USB 3C is what it's going to be, and that's good, so you don't have to guess which one it is. It's labeled on here. So I'm going to bring the camera close. I'm going to show you a close-up of this, and then we're just going to call this one quits. And hope you're all enjoying your new A7rIII if you've gone that route to go get them, to get one. I still have my A7rIII, the A7rIII, and the 6500. And I love them all. And we'll... Just a quick close-up of attaching everything. So again, bottom goes to the bottom door. Flip the bottom door up, down. Fit your piece on. Flip your top door. Move it back into the side. Clip that in. Tighten the thumb screw. Make sure you have this unscrewed. Get your cable. This happens to be the tether cable, and we'll set this little bad boy in. Okay, there we go. Fitting it in blind, so you can go top or bottom. I prefer top loop. This will accommodate 3 cables at once. Snug, but not too tight so you don't ruin your cable. And that's it. It just kind of sits there. It's functional. It's not glamorous, but it is functional. There's other ways that you can do this. Anyway, so now you're ready to tether your camera, put it on the tripod, tether it up to your computer, and start shooting. At the end of the day, unhook, carefully disconnect, screw that back on without crossing the threads, undo the thumb screw, pop it off, shut your doors, and you're done. Pretty simple, pretty easy. That should take care of it. Talk to y'all later.